Hey everybody, welcome to ReligionWinked TV in this episode of Trash Talking Thursdays, Afternoons Delight. Guys, I want you to go ahead and listen to this clip right here. It's an interview between Cardi B and the Breakfast Club, and Angela Yee is going to ask her about basically her activism. Now you know Cardi B's in the news for being sought after by Bernie Sanders and what's the guy's name? Joe Biden, presidential elect. And there's a lot of controversy going on with that. But I just heard about two, maybe not even 20, 30 seconds, maybe a minute of this clip. And I want you guys to hear it and let me know what you think about it. And then maybe we could talk about it down below. But first, guys, bear with me 1 second. 1 second. How's everybody doing today? Well, if you're alive, thank God, right? You are now listening to ReligionWinked TV's podcast.
All day long.
Where you can get all your spirituality for sure. Show, that's right. Okay, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this up some. And then I want you guys to listen to this conversation going back between Angela Yee, DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God of the Breakfast Club, and Cardi B.
Before we get into the new single, I just want to talk about this. We were on that Zoom call about Breonna Taylor and just how passionate you've been about all the causes and activism with everything that's going on right now. And I know that's depressing too, to even have to address in this time.
It is really depressing, but I don't know. Sometimes I be thinking that God be doing certain things for certain reasons. Like I be feeling like if this pandemic would have happened, some people would have been so busy.
All right, so she said God be doing certain things for certain reasons, and that's absolutely true. But when it comes to God and Jesus, and when I hear these celebrities be, bigging up the entity of Christianity, you have to question it when they say God, but yet practice Santeria or other religions or ways of life out here that don't line up with the word of God. So you have to be careful with that, guys. We're just going to kind of break down this conversation going along and basically hear Cardi B, again, who have been sought after, whom I think and believe. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me see. Let me try something here. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if you guys can hear me. So yeah, hopefully you guys can hear me. 1 second. Basically, what I'm trying to say is Cardi B is being used as a tool right now. And who breaks that down the most? Let me just see before I say anything. All right, so I am live. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? All right, so yeah, you guys can hear me. I'm going to turn that down because I need this device for some things. Vicki X Dillard, Vicki Dillard X over on Fly Nubian Queen. She breaks down Cardi B and the League of Mammies that's being used by white supremacy here in America to try to deter the black man from having power and voice around election time, power and a voice around election time to pretty much win the Democratic vote. And what I like to couple on top of that is to say that women like Cardi B is being used sexually as well to draw any man, woman, child, because she got over 100 million views on that video she just made, WAP, with her and Meg Thee Stallion, right? And YouTube is using it as a freaking ad on damn near everybody's video that is monetized. So does YouTube has a WAP? Does the CEO of YouTube have a WAP? Okay, let's keep it real. But what I feel is women like Kamala Harris and Cardi B, Meg the Stallions, and other people are being used strategically by these white supremacists, not only to silence the black man, but to draw them away sexually, so that if you know Cardi B is representing Joe Biden, who is very questionable as president, then you pretty much know that the black men are going to gravitate to her, right? Same thing with Meg the Stallion and whoever else. Kerry Washington, she was on a DNC roster there hosting I call it the Democratic National Convention. It's just something demonic about the DNC and people like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and other people who go against black people for no reason, just because they feel we're a commodity that they can dispose of and do away with, and like we have no use whatsoever in this world. So, and they feel like women like Cardi B and the Kamala Harrises of the world have all the use for them. That's why I said they're being used as a tool, okay? So anyway, basically, Cardi B is having this conversation with the Breakfast Club, and they're going deep about activism, why she's on the front line. And there's no colorist here or colorism, but why is not a black woman on the front line? Cardi B has said she's not black. She don't care about black women. She called us monkey, roaches, whatever. But she liked the black peen, right? And if she had to cater or just sell videos and music to people who look like her and talk like her, would she be as successful? See, that's what I try to tell black people. You don't have to support other people. If you supported your own would be rich. If you supported your own would be, oh, I hope I didn't lose it, guys. Okay, I got it. If you didn't hold on, Cardi. If you didn't support other people and other races and ethnicities and cultures and actually put it into your own, these people wouldn't be as successful as they are without your purchases of makeup, hair, clothing, travel, and especially your vote. Your vote is the hottest thing, black people, going right now. And you know what you can do with your vote? You can make them pay you. Pay us. Oh, I'm going to get rewarded. See, some of y'all want reparation from mankind. My reparations and repatriation and rewards of this world is going to come from the Most High God. That's the difference with some people in the world who believe in God and praise Jesus outwardly, but live like the devil inwardly, and when the cameras are off, right? And no one is watching. But thank God for integrity, because what you do in the dark will come to the light. But what you do in front of people when they look and when they not looking, you do that the same way when the camera is off. Because God knows all, sees all, and hears all. And you can get over on people, but you can never get over on God. All right. So let's go ahead and finish listening to Cardi B and her ideology or analogy of why she's the front runner and being sought out by Joe Biden and by Bernie Sanders as someone who can speak on behalf of black people when it comes to the election. And I told you, if you want to see white supremacy fall, stop feeding into it. Stop buying into it. Stop agreeing with it. Stop allowing it to control you, people. Absolutely. So let's listen.
They own jobs and shit that they probably wouldn't.
Oh, no. Oh, no. What the heck just happened? Okay.
And go march march and go defend a whole race. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this been going on for a while, and there was a time that people just got so discouraged because when Black Lives Matter happened, it was such a movement, but then it just, I don't know, I feel like black men, black women getting killed, getting discriminated. It just started feeling like it was getting normalized, and people just was fed up, and people had time to go outside and get what they wanted.
How do you feel now that you got?
All right, now a little bit in that she was just basically talking about how Black Lives Matter and how people getting tired and how people have to defend the race for so long. Look, every race out there is going to defend their own race and defend their legacy and history and culture and ethnicity and lineage. You know what I'm saying? Bloodline. That's expected of all races to do that. But to see people always having to fight for Black people is ridiculous. There was a woman on YouTube, an African woman, said, how long we need a handout? How long we got to beg for reparations? How long we got to ask the enemy to liberate us when it's your enemy who caused you to be captive? Doesn't make sense to me, people. You are fighting not an uphill battle. You're just fighting backwards.
He didn't become the Democratic nominee. Bernie Sanders didn't become it, so he stuck with Biden.
I'm salty, but I'm okay. I spoke to Joe Biden.
Now hold on.
Yep.
Now she says she a little salty because Bernie Sanders didn't win. Now we all know before Biden it was Bernie, right? Now again, Cardi is strategic in her moves, and she does have an influence where politicians reach down to her. But again, representing Black people, Cardi B is like from the hood. Not that you got to be from Hollywood or from the White House to represent Black people, but she's not a real representation of the Black race that's going to speak the Black truth and not use their WAP to do so. You understand what I'm saying? We going to come using our tongue, but it's not like Cardi did when that snake came out her mouth during her video. I'm like, oh, hell no. She can never speak on behalf of me, because when I look at Cardi now, I see the snake come out her mouth. And Black people in predominant positions, such as myself, such as Fly Nubian Queen, Vicki Dillard, and Queen Amadaya, and other people over there, Viola Davis said, I did my people wrong and should not have took that role in the help because it was not our truth. You can't keep relying on these people to come out and represent you, especially when they get amongst white supremacy, such as voting time, when the only time Black Lives Matter is when they need your vote or need something from you. Other than that, you're disposable to these people.
Who's telling you not to say that? Don't listen to that.
Now, Cardi's on the Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne is telling her now. She basically just said, "Oh, Bernie, I'm a little salty. He didn't win the nomination or whatever, and that Joe Biden did." And but she said, well, after she said basically, well, I didn't. I'm a little salty. He didn't win. She then went on to say, but Joe Biden called me like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're playing the game with her as well, and she cannot see it. She's the most influential person in the world right now, whether Meg had to team up with her or not to make it be so. But everybody, she didn't just have an effect on Black men, whom my girl Vicki Dillard over on Fly Nubian, I'm shouting them out, guys, because she been over there tearing up some ass on flynubianqueen.com.tv on YouTube, 6:30 every night, Monday through Fridays. You can find her there, okay? But she's been breaking down Cardi B and Kamala Harris's of the world being used to annihilate and eliminate the black man so that their voice and power is not heard. Because of studies such as that was done on straight men, heterosexual men, aggressive men, unemotional men, like warrior men, right? And they do these studies on our kind of men so that they can control us and break us down. And where we need to grow and be enlarged, they diminish us in that area. And where we need not to grow and be enlarged, they make these things such as Obama with gay rights being allowed. I'm just saying, guys, if you're going to talk about God and put all this spirituality in it, they allow people like the Obamas to come and appear to be black, appear to be godly, appear to be American, and have no roots or foundations whatsoever in a black struggle for the black people. So let's go ahead and finish listening to Cardi B. And guys, I apologize. I'm 6 days post-op surgery. If I seem a little tired, a little out of it, for the love of God. It's been about 16 minutes, and I'm going to wrap it up here shortly. So with that being said, she's there, and someone's in the room with her, and Charlamagne had just said to Cardi B, go ahead and say it. Why you don't want us to know that you're talking to Joe Biden. Now, if you don't believe me, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can pull this up. It's been so long since I've been on my computer, y'all. Please give me a moment. Oh, my God. So how's everybody doing? Check this out, Facebook. I know there's a lot of people over there wanting my friendship, but I have to go through the list because you guys are duplicating yourselves, which to me means there's some trying to hacking or some bullshit going on or whatever, and I'm not really into that. So I may not deal with Facebook, or I may just shut my private account down and just deal with who's there, start another page just for fans and followers. So let me see if I can pull up this Cardi B photo. And the reason why I say that, I want to point out why Charlamagne is basically saying, Cardi, who's telling you there not to talk, why you're not saying anything, is because Cardi B in her video has a snake coming out her dang on mouth. Oh, yes, she do. You can't trust no woman with a damn snake coming out her mouth, whether it is, a video or not, guys. Let's just keep it real. I'm going to go here and see if I can share my screen. And I'm going to put up the picture of Cardi B with a snake coming out of her mouth. And you guys can be the judge. Hold on, guys. All right, so it looks like I'm back in. Bear with me 1 second. I'm going to try to share my screen again. Hello, welcome to the 2. So I was just talking about this interview that Charlamagne, Envy, and Angela Yee's doing with Cardi B. She was talking about black activism, and it got to the point where she mentioned, Charlamagne just asked her, well, Cardi, how do you feel about Bernie losing the nomination, the DNC nomination? And Cardi said, I'm a little salty, whatever, but Joe Biden called me. And if you've been following the news, especially black media and all the uprise on Twitter and Instagram about how Joe Biden is demonic against black people and how they're using Cardi as a tool to draw gender wars between the black race and things of that nature. I only want to tell you, I believe that also black media believes that Cardi's being used to annihilate the black man's voice when it comes to this voting season this November. And all I want to say and add to that is that they're also sexualizing everybody out here. That video WAP got over 100 million views on YouTube, and it's now being an ad on a lot of monetized videos. So you can see how far this reach is going with this video. So why not reach down to Cardi B, who has an influence on not only black men to draw them away by their own lust. And if she votes for Joe Biden, shit, I'm going to ride with Cardi. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to vote for Joe Biden too. She gave us that WAP. You know what I'm saying? Right before election time. So everybody is sedated, especially the black man. That's another way to silence the black vote, is when you get everybody sedated by sexuality in a perverted way on a mass scale like Cardi. Because like I was saying, not only the black men, she got white men. I seen 2 white gay guys the other day reviewing her video on YouTube, rating it. I'm like, then you got to figure the women, because right after the video, Meg came out and admitted to being gay, liking the black women a certain way and the Latino women another way. I'm like, damn, white women have came out. You see everybody doing the dance, every size, every race, every nation. This girl has a reach, good or bad. And white supremacy in the Democrat, I call it the demonic crack National Committee. That's what it is. It's been that way since it was formed. And whether you vote for Biden or Trump, I'm just, listen, guys, let me just say this right here, and I'm going to get back to that, to my story. Whether you vote for either one, if God ain't in it, if they ain't cutting no checks or reparation, giving black people what we're entitled, like other races such as the Jewish people, some of the Indians, some other slave indentured servants and things of that nature have gotten around this world, able to be civil and start your own civilizations and worlds if you want to. I'm not voting for it. Sorry, people. Count me out. Count me out. Now, does that mean, oh, don't vote for Joe? Don't vote. I don't care. You gotta look at both candidates.
Don't listen to them. We haven't.
You gotta listen. Hold on. You gotta listen to both candidates. Oh shit! I lost my interview. Well, anyway, you got to listen to both candidates. You got to basically look at both of them and say, hey, hell, they both sound a little demonic and antichrist to me. Why the hell I want to vote for them? And I be telling y'all black people, if you want to see white supremacy collapse, why would you vote for something that ain't worked for your ass 400-500 years later anyway? Who gonna put you in jail because you don't vote? Why do you keep supporting will hurt you and not help you? Let them vote for their own ass. I bet you they can't come up with enough votes to even make the ballots without black people having a say so or a vote in this thing, right? As we should say. Hell, they can't survive without black people. But black people, all races, that has been felt the oppression of white supremacy around the world. I'm going to even share some stuff with y'all with black supremacy in a minute. That damn Mechee X and Tony the Closer, we're going to get into that. But let me finish Cardi B. Let me wrap her up in this whole sexuality and being friends with Joe Biden and all this other stuff. You know, Kamala Harris, she was dancing to Cardi B's song. Not sure what song. But it's a video out there with her hair pulled back. And Tariq Nasheed has said something on Twitter about her having, her African roots or whatever, nigger nap edges is what I'm going to paraphrase here, showing, trying to bring out her culture, trying to say, hey guys, look at me, I'm dancing to Cardi B, I'm at a radio station and y'all need to vote for Democrats. Like, it's all this suggestion, gyration, salaciousness, just to win a fucking vote. And y'all be stupid to go out there and support these motherfuckers acting like this. Who the fuck want these people to lead us in the world where we gotta keep voting for this demonic shit? Shut them the fuck down. They already trying to mess with your ballots through the mail and all this other shit. They put COVID out this year. Could have came out last year, the year before last. This year, ironically, and to some beneficially, because it distracts you from what the fuck to do now during this voting season. Oh my God, should I vote through the mail? Should I not go? Should I put on a mask? Should I not go? Like, what the fuck? Make them vote for themselves. That's my advice to black people. If you want to see white supremacy, they'll come back begging and kissing your ass. Like right now, Joe Biden saying vote or die. Who the fuck want to vote under those terms? That's what happened to Christianity. They told you, be a Christian, put this red blood cross on your back or you die. That's why the whole world a Christian today. It ain't by choice. It's by white supremacy control. Who can have the biggest religion? Who can run the most of the world's population with money, wealth, control, fear? And y'all keep feeding into it. Who are these people? Did God die and leave these people control of the world? Although Satan is supposed to reign 1,000 years, why the hell 2,000 years later he's still reigning? When does this 1,000 years begin? And why are you still waiting 2,000 years for a white man named Jesus to come back and save you? You think Jesus white, black, and or the other Christ and Messiah that came in the original form before Christianity even existed? You think they got something to do with this voting right now with Cardi B talking about praise the Lord, but yes, she got to have WAP in order to go number one? Matter of fact, before I get off Cardi B and onto Mechee, let's just talk about Offset, Onset, Quavo, Takeoff. She married to which one? Get Off. Because he damn sure letting his wife get off on other women in that video, such as Meg Thee Stallion. And he letting other people get off on his wife with her WAP out here. Now, for black people, how does that look? Is that getting us anywhere? Or is the rest of the world looking at us like this is what the black culture is all about? When you have leaders like a Beyonce that invoke Yoruba, which I don't have nothing against her Orishas. I actually love them, but I don't worship them. They have a God. And the only God I worship is the one Christ said. There's no other God besides the one. And that's the only God you should worship in the book of Matthew. So all my ancestors worshiped the same God. But they had power. They weren't afraid of white supremacy. They held the African land down. They sparred way before the Inquisitions of Rome and Spain. Y'all be forgetting about the Portugal and the freaking Spanish. Hebrew Israelites that was from the tribe of Judah that was sold in the early 1400s, 92s and all that. 72s, way before Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue to St. Thomas, the west coast of Africa. I got my paperwork back from the rheumatologist. I went October 2016, I believe. And I told you I have a deficiency in my blood that's only related to the Sephardic Jew, which is Portugal, Spain, Mizrahi Jew, and the Kurdistan Jews. Way before Constantine, Tiberius, and the Roman Empire went into Israel, these people had branched out and was discovering new land. Because you know what? They was running from the fucking pharaohs all their damn lives. People was trying to get as far away from pharaohs as they can at one point. When we exodus, you think we all stayed in one place? No. We started branching out then. We was becoming slaves to other people. Persia, don't forget we was Persia, Babylon, all these places. We was dropped off, left here, decided to stay along the way. They say these Portugal and these Spanish Jews, way before what's over in Israel, was native to that land because they got there discovering these places just like the Gadonites got here way before Christopher Columbus and colonization. Way before those 20 slaves was brought to, Comfort, Virginia. Way before Yankee Doodle stuck a feather in his damn hat, called it macaroni. He plucked that shit out of the damn turkey we was grazing on. The turkey was supposed to be America's bird, but now it's the eagle. And the Bible prophesies about the eagle. See, sometimes you become your own worst enemy with greed. And sometimes you get judged right before the rest of the world and don't even know it's God judging America. I always say God ain't gonna bless America and the bullshit America keep up with God's people. So whether you think you ADOS and been here, you is, but you're still African. You got here before everybody else. But there's only a few of us in America whose blood work can trace you back to history. Hebrew Israelites, tribes of Judah, tribes of Reuben. Reuben slept with his dad's mom, but he still didn't get cast out. He got debased, okay? They almost want to say that's Dominican Republic and the Levites are Haiti. The Bible talks about two brothers being on the same landmass, one greater than the other, but both of them poor, practicing voodoo and witchcraft and Santeria and all that other stuff. Come on, y'all. Bible prophecy is for real. Look out in the world and see where we are. Indigenous Indians. We're the Aborigines. That's what it means. We are the Negroes. We all don't look like me. We all don't look like the Hawaiians. We all don't look like the Puerto Ricans. We all don't look like the Jamaicans. In the islands of the seas, the Bible says. The Aboriginals down in Australia. Remember, it says we're scattered from one end of the earth to the other. So how do we go around corners when the Bible says from one corner of the earth to the other? I don't know. But everything God says, the enemy of God, which is people, come along and somehow to get you to think what God said is null and void and what they say is the truth. It's not. So they're using Cardi B, hear me out, they're using Cardi B to seduce the black man. If you can get the black man to vote, you can get anybody else. Remember, the Democratic DLC, the Democratic Leadership Council or whatever, that Bill Clinton kind of started back then with some other people, Al Gore and them. It was to gain the vote it was to appease the white man, right? So that's why the Democratic Committee was started. It was never to appease the black man to get his vote. They want to silence the black man because, like Vicki Dillard said, and I listened to her, guys, she's pretty thorough. She was like, the DNC is just like welfare, y'all. Long as you say the black man ain't in the house, you're going to get help. Long as you say he dead and gone, he could be laying up in the house with you unreported. He could be laying up in another chick house raising her kids. But as long as you say he ain't in your house, they going to help you. As long as you say the black man don't have a voice, They gonna offer you a little bit of help is what the DNC is gonna do. The Democratic National Committee is going to do that to you. So they silence the black man that way by appeasing to white men. We don't even give a shit what you got to say about who run this country. Your black ass ain't never gonna run it. And now here comes Joe Biden like, oh shit, Cardi B, the hottest thing smoking. Not Beyonce, not Oprah, not none of these other somewhat intelligent black women that they want to put in front of you. Not the real black women that's out here fighting real issues. Like, we're about to get into Mechee X real quick. Then I gotta go, guys. Yeah, they're out here using women like Cardi B right now to appease to the black man, white woman, young child. You got everybody out here talking about WAP. And I came up with an acronym said FLOP. There's some fishy loose octopus out here running around trying to get the black American vote. And y'all can't fall for this shit. Without a black woman, Meg Thee Stallion, regardless if she got shot in her feet or not, because I know y'all covering that. If not, Meg Thee Stallion out here might have possibly lied to the masses about what the hell happened to her feet. Now, I know there's metatarsals down there in your toes and bones and all this, but she said that bullet shot her in both feet and it hit not one bone. Then you see a little picture of her with the scar. I'm going to get big to Cardi B with that snake in her mouth, too. Because that shit was fucking demonic to me, y'all. I'm sorry. But then you see Meg with these little scars and stitches, it looked like, right? But I'm like, you know what? The real shit would have been to show us some footage when you was in the hospital. I'm not famous, but I got footage. I'm 6 days post-op. From every freaking since July, I've been doing physicals, EKGs, blood work, PPD, COVID testing, all that shit. I have documentation. Why didn't she show us something up in that hospital? And then she gonna show you a bandage on one foot that looked like it was covering her tibia, her damn knee, her shin or whatever, instead of her damn foot. I said, what the hell is going on? That's why I don't follow these celebrities, because they just as full of shit as you and I. They ain't nobody. Don't idolize them. See, that's what happened. You started idolizing the Romans and white supremacy, and they feel like they better than you now. I beg to differ. So, now, Cardi is being used to seduce America to Joe Biden. When Joe Biden and Michelle Obama got her ass up there the other day and said, don't protest your vote now. Don't withhold your vote now. It's imperative you go out and vote or damn near you're going to die. Are you serious? Now is the time you hold back your vote and tell them you put goddamn reparations on there. You put equality on there. You put black people as special people in the eyes of God, according to Deuteronomy 7 and 6. And you might get my damn vote. That's how important my vote is right now. I can't speak for y'all. Don't run out here and do what I do. Because my message from God is different from yours. I'm only making you think. You don't have to vote for these people. What is Joe Biden going to do more than goddamn Trump ain't do, Obama ain't do, 41, 43, 42, 44, 210, goddamn none, all the way back to King Saul. What are these non-Hebrew, black, Jewish, indigenous, Indian people of the world going to do for you? That they ain't already do by putting your ass in the position you in, and you keep looking for them to get you the fuck out, black people. That's my gripe with you. You on the fucking docket for being ignorant and perishing for lack of knowledge. They can't teach you your truth, and you expect to be free by their lies. Now, 50 Cent, you make this shit go viral. You made Tammy, you my girl. At Tammy, y'all. Go to Chelsea Lynn. 50 Cent put her picture up there on the damn, I'm coming to Cardi B with that snake in her mouth, y'all. I'm going to show you and let you listen to a little bit of Mechee X. But man, listen, then I'm gonna get off because Vicki X Dillard is on, and she has the League of Mammies where she's destroying black women like Simone Sanders, like as she called her, Aunt Jemima Hill, like Kamala Harris, like Cardi B, like these people that white society is pushing before you as if there's some voila, come to save the day type of bullshit. Miss me with all that, okay? All right, now, before I forget anything, let me see. We off of Cardi. She's being used. Getting into Vicki, not Vicki, getting into Mechee X. Mechee X, this is a guy named Tony the Closer. Tony the Closer, Lord have mercy, is he like a pit bull right now on this so-called alleged church guru real estate guy that's living down in a black house in Atlanta, I believe it is, and basically he's online allegedly scamming people and taking people's money, and he took the wrong money according to Tony the Closer, who is a wholesale REIT in real estate. He's not a realtor, but he buy and sell wholesale. So anyway, they bumped heads. Money was exchanged. Money was taken. And this guy, Tony the Closer, has been on social media. I found out about him through Tone Talk, who was with Ados down with Yvette Carnell. And he was on there doing an interview. And I'm like, damn, these church people, that's why I got on here to destroy the church. See, when Jesus, according to y'all legacy or folklore and Christianity, said, Peter, on this rock, I build my church. No such thing. 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 Because the Messiah at that time came to build a kingdom of heaven on earth. Not a damn church. Church wasn't established. Ecclesia, that's what it means. Call that one. It's Greek. Until they got involved with black people or indigenous people, because we all ain't say black. Black mean colorless. That's why they tell you black. Because they don't see no color in you. And what they don't see no color in is useless to them. Don't let these... Anyway... They teach you this. It's all manipulation of the mind. But let me get back to this. So you have the whole Kamala Harris, Cardi B, Mechee X, Tone, and you got Tone the Closer is what I'm talking about. I'm into Tone the Closer right now. He was did wrong by Jay Morrison, and he has a wife named Ernestine or something like that, I believe. And they've been going around allegedly scamming people. There was a protest demonstration down in Atlanta today. News media, live streaming, police call. It was no refund, no peace. They were chanting down there. I told you certain things people say at protests and stuff. Like, I can't breathe is a chant. And one morning you're going to wake up and wish you had never said that. There's some things like no refund, no justice. Somebody take your money, nigga. You ain't going to rest till I get these people money back. Is what Tony the Closer was pretty much saying. And I'm going to wrap it up another 5-10 minutes here, guys. Is what Tony the Closer was saying. Like, man, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to get a class action lawsuit on you. I'm sick of you Christians coming out here talking about you love the Lord and God this and God that. And man, listen, always making the Lord look bad and shit with all this nonsense going on. That's why my channel was just destroyed. Started just to let Christians know. Man, first of all, you are the Hebrew Israelites that the world want everybody to forget about. That suffers the most oppression ever. That white supremacy feel they can keep putting their knee to our neck and feet on our head and walking all over us as if we're nothing. And if you don't believe this is true, go back to when Christianity was started, as I was telling you about the church a little while ago, over in Greece, over in Rome, over in that part of the world. Even white Jesus. Do your history. And if you didn't worship this white Jesus who was replacing the black Messiah that walked and established a kingdom and not a church, ain't no way in hell he come to start a church when all the parables he said, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto. The kingdom of heaven is likened unto. You got to watch the pattern of the way people speak, and then you'll know if they say it or not. Why all of a sudden he talking about a church when white supremacy get their hands on the Bible and backdate it to say what it wanted to say to make you believe what they want you to believe? Excuse me. He never walked in this earth and said, follow the gospel of Christ. He always said, I'm about my Father's business. I'm about the kingdom of heaven. And you guys no longer want the kingdom of heaven on earth. They got you thinking you got to wait to get to heaven to get your many mansions and your rooms and all this shit. Why they destroy you, kill, steal, and destroy you to have your mansions here in the earth. You earned. This is your land, people. That's why they make you sing, this land is your land, this land is my land, the red forest. Who the fuck you clowning? The Bible said, be not deceived. Yahweh shall not be mocked. How has America mocked us? Even the Bible talks about wives' fables, tales, and folklores, and mythology, and all this other BS. How has America mocked God? I'm going to tell you. White supremacy taught black people to get over on other black people. So now you got Mechee, you got Tony the Closer down there going in on Jay Morrison, who felt it was necessary to go restore Tulsa, Oklahoma, and come up with this $1 billion, I'm just throwing out numbers here, real estate empire. And they went down there. Man, oh man, oh man. Go to Extraction Attraction and you'll see the coverage. I'm not going to pull it up here. Go watch it for yourself. But my point is, Black America is its own worst freaking enemy, yo. Every opportunity Black America gets, You know, y'all like using that black and white adjective. I'm going to just come back and do, a whole video on black is colorless, but it absorbs the gamma rays of God. And white reflects it, rejects it. So how the hell white people on top when it rejects the truth? And if people on top is rejecting the sun and rejecting the truth and rejecting the gamma rays and can't absorb it, you think the people underneath them is going to absorb truth and the real rays of God, unless you're spiritual and can tap into that side of your relationship with God and the universe? So you have a black man out of the church, using it again as a crutch to get you weaker black people to believe that they were sent of God and heard from God. And I sit back and laugh, like, how damn ignorant you gonna be if the church ain't saved you yet? Come on, man. Try something different. Try God. Try the word for yourself. Try to go to church from now on with a different motive. That's to get something out of it, such as God. If any be in that church. Because some churches are the synagogue of Satan. And Christ will never build his foundation on something that they claim the gates of hell shall not prevail, because you are the gates of goddamn hell. Beelzebub ain't gonna cast out Beelzebub. A house divided should never stand. So why the fuck is evil standing? Because they're united right now. The Cardi B's, the Jay Morrisons, the freaking Kamala Harrises, everybody is strategically placed right down to the beef, the drama, the chaos, the uncomfortableness in your own personal life. People are strategically placed there in these last days. What? To win as many souls as they can for whatever kingdom you represent. It's about the light. It's about the dark. But baby, if you want to read the Bible, didn't the Lord say out of the womb was the beginning of life? Because it was void, right? All you hear was the gushings of water. All you hear is darkness. And out of that came light. Out of that came mankind. Out of that came wisdom. Out of the womb, out of the Holy Grail. You can look at the Bible any way you want to and let it speak to you prophetically. Let those who have ears hear what thus saith the Lord. Jay Morrison is down there ripping off black people. So Mechee X, Tony the Closer, and a lot of other black people went down there masked, unmasked, strapped, unstrapped. They was down there thick, y'all, right? So let me tell y'all, basically, they want the money back. So what Tony the Closer did on the spot, and you can go over to Extraction, EXCTRAC, right? TION, Attraction on YouTube, and watch the footage of this man. He had $50,000, and some people were questioning what kind of giveaway he was giving. He was giving back people who lost 15,000, 15,000, 2,500, 500 here, there, and everywhere, so that they'll know that there's not everybody in the community is out to scam somebody. You know what I'm saying? There is some decent people left in this world. And he started teaching people how actually to do real estate and giving you like 10 points. So if you guys are interested, and right when he was giving this whole spiritual knowledge about how to get into real estate, somebody started flagging him. The connection went down. They lost reception. And when they came back up, the police was there. I said, the devil is a liar. The police was there. Now, mind you, they were at this building called the Legacy Center, ran by Jay Morris down in Georgia somewhere. And the man, let me tell you, it got deep, y'all. And I'm about to get off of here. It got so deep, y'all, that right when he was giving his commentary about how to, go to this website to get this. This is $97 here. I'm not going to repeat everything he said, but he broke down 10 points. They had a chalkboard. The stream went down, came back up. Police was there. Mechee X. Ran. F the police. Out the fuck out. They had snipers up on the damn building. Jay Morris was nowhere around. Allegedly, they said he was trying to fake to go to the hospital. Because basically he know he's wrong. If you try to go over to IG and follow him and his wife, they're going to block you. So he did try to come out, and you can also see on Attraction, the video prior to today's coverage. You'll see Jay Morrison and who he is, and him try to explain himself away, how he was in the street, how he this, how he that, how we all got a story to freaking tell. But people aren't out here scamming people, not even with the words we speak. We have no reason to. Betty Wright said, my days left here are not that long. I wouldn't waste my time telling you nothing wrong. But Joe Biden will. The pedophiles of the world will. The oppressors of the world will. Anyway, back to this. So he tried to explain himself away. No, baby. When the police got there, they took Tony the Closer's license, and he was like, yo, little nigga, give me back. It was black police out there too. They was like, fuck y'all racist, y'all this, y'all that. They was going in on the police. I was like, okay. So Black people are protesting black people. Y'all better watch out. He said, if you scamming, email Tony the Closer. If y'all know anybody. Hold on. Hold on. Excuse me. He said, if you know anybody, let me get something to drink. Hold on. He said, if you know anybody scamming, he don't give a damn what it's for. Let him know. Reach out to Tony the Closer over there on IG and on Facebook. So now, what else I saw down there is the police. They was on one side, they was on this side. It was nice at first. Then, like I said, when that stream went down, police came. They got a little heated. They was out there, F the police, F this, F that. So they thought he was on campus, right? They thought they saw him, but it wasn't Jay Morrison. He wouldn't show up. He didn't want to defend himself. But Tony the Closer, baby. I don't know if y'all know about skip trace. Honey. Somehow he came up with the man address on camera, told everybody what the address was, and you thought it was a funeral. They had a procession leaving from the Legacy Center, went all the way over to a place called Milton, Georgia. And that's all I'm going to say, people. I am not going to give out nobody's address. Y'all go over there. Because one thing I want to say, I don't give a damn Mechee X, Tony the Closer, whoever the hell out here protesting Black Lives Matter. I lost my footage with Cardi B. Go to the Breakfast Club and listen to what she had to say. And maybe I'll pull that up and get it on a better, reception where it's not the television, and I'll be able to break that down for y'all. But I will give y'all that piece of information. But I don't give a damn who you are. Tony the Closer, I lost a little respect for you, bro. Not a lot. But when you put people's address out there, it could be somebody who really want to kill this person. And then you don't open up the door for them to go do that. I don't think a person should have to die because they scam. I think you fight them in the court of law. I think when you put people addresses out there, not that anybody's afraid or anything, I just felt like there's a lot of angry people. He took $15,000 more from several people. They were saying this man wanted to buy up, white America to make it black, but yet the first house he really bought, he sold it to a white man. Like, how the hell? You got to go watch this video. But anyway, you open up the door for people to really be in harm's way, and I don't like that shit. So that was the only thing that turned me off with the protest. All the cursing and what do we do, black people, when we get together? Ignorance and indignation, that shit comes out. I'm sorry. For most of us, not for all of us. I'm not sorry for some of you people out there. Y'all just don't get it. Y'all don't want to get how demonic it is, and you want people to sit here and play this game with y'all, but I can't. So I'm about to wrap it up here. Anyway, they went to the man's house, y'all. And started protesting there, y'all. So with that being said, I may throw all these little receipts I got together in the upload. Again, I'm 6 days post surgery, and that was my chair. I got one person listening. I'm gonna go ahead and find this picture of Cardi B getting back to her with the whole, hold on. It kicked me out again, guys. I'm just trying to share. Hold on one second. Hey, the real, I'm just saying, how are you? I'm trying to get this picture of Cardi B with her tongue in her mouth. Um, guys, they keep kicking me out. I don't know why, but I'm gonna try this one more time. All right, guys. Again, it keeps kicking me out. I don't know why. I'm gonna try this whole. All right, so let me try one more time. Hey, hey, Bless Watkins. I see you there, sis. How are you? It keeps kicking me out, guys. I'm gonna try to get dang, why won't it let me close this down for a minute? Why won't it let me share my screen?